Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Mark Thompson, and in this first video, we're going to talk about how you can find hot products that you can promote when you're creating your Azon Affiliate Crusher sites. So the first place to probably look, and the most well-known place, is Google Trends. I'm sure you've heard of it or have used Google Trends before, but this is a really great tool just for seeing trends in the market for certain keywords for products. And they also have a section on here where you can see what the hottest searches are for a particular date. So obviously you can see today is January 30th, and you can see all the different keywords that are being searched for this particular day. Now that's going to change from day to day, but one cool thing you can really see is if there's any hot upcoming products that are coming out. Obviously, like things like Mary Tyler Moore, the IRS, those aren't really relevant, but sometimes you can find like games or products or just things that are new to the market that you can capitalize and create a niche site around and get some really quick rankings. So this is where I usually start. It's probably the most broad, and there's a lot of, this changes daily, and you can have this sent to your RSS feed or to your email, or you can just check it on a daily basis. So this is a good place to start, but there's lots of other places where you can go to find some of the newest upcoming products that are going to be released. So one of my favorite places is CNET. If you're not familiar with CNET, it's a technology blog, and I love promoting tech products just because I'm an internet marketer and I like all of those types of things. So I always find myself going to CNET to find upcoming products. If you go to ces.cnet.com, they'll give you a recap of kind of what the hottest products are of 2012, and you can kind of go through those and find reviews on products that are coming out. They'll give you release dates, so they'll give you some kind of tidbits and some heads up as to when companies are looking to release products. So that's probably my main source for getting new products before everyone else, because they do a really good job of telling you, this is going to come out in the second quarter of this year, or it's going to come out in March. And it can really, if CNET is covering it, it's probably going to have a pretty big impact in the market. Another place you can go is Amazon Hot New Releases. You just go to amazon.com/gp/new-releases, and you'll be able to see all the hottest products that are now on Amazon. This is great because obviously, we promote Amazon products using this system, and so it's easy to find those hot products. It's just very convenient. Now the thing is that a lot of other affiliates are probably going to be looking at this area, so it may be hard to find certain products that are not already saturated or don't already have affiliates in there. But if you're adamantly looking at this section and you can be the first one to act, you can jump on a certain product and build a niche site around it and get some good organic rankings. You can do the same thing with eBay, which their hot new releases are. It's called eBay Pulse, where they'll show you up and coming products. GameStop. This is another really good resource that I use a lot because I promote a lot of games. I'm going to show you an example of one in an upcoming video. But they have a section called Upcoming Video Games, and they'll show you all of the new releases that are coming out, and they're 6 months in advance sometimes, or sometimes almost a year in advance. So it gives you a pretty big heads up, and you can really make a big splash in a particular market if you can create a lot of niche sites around games. So I've done a lot of games before, and it's worked out really well for me. Good Morning America, they do a segment, I think it's on Thursdays, where they just tell you about all these upcoming products, new gadgets and things like that. You don't have to do just Good Morning America. It could be talk shows like Ellen. I know Oprah was a big one. They're always trying to promote and push other people's products. I'm sure they get a cut of it, but or whatever. But definitely look on TV and just whenever you are watching a program, if they bring up some sort of new gadget or product that's going to be released, make sure you take note of that. Put it in the Google keyword tool. See if anyone is searching it yet. Look and see if affiliates are already marketing it, because it could be a good opportunity for you. Wall Street Journal, they always do product reviews. Industry magazines, just depending on what industry you're in, there may be certain magazines. Like I read PC World and PC Magazine. They always have lots of new software that's going to be coming out, new tech products, new external hard drives and monitors and printers and all that kind of stuff. Again, great magazines for finding tech products is PC Mag and PC World. So what we're really trying to look for, again, just to recap, we're trying to find just released products into a marketplace, okay, or future and upcoming product releases, okay. The obvious goal here is little to no affiliate competition and you getting the first mover advantage. So you can create a small niche site, add some content to it, and you'll be ranking on the first page. And then once that product gets released, your domain is already established in Google, which will give you a good chance for ranking high for that term. Okay. Also, a few other key things are like next product versions for certain products. So like the iPad, okay, they came out with the iPad 2. They're going to be coming out with the iPad 3 soon. So you can see that there's going to be new versions coming out. So if you want and you're patient enough, I could go and buy a domain for iPad 5, and once that comes out, I mean, I already have that domain. I could write some content for it, and have a good chance of getting good organic rankings because I can get the exact match domain. So, same thing with games, movies, music. These are perfect niches because they always have they always publish their upcoming release dates. So that's why I was talking about games before, is because it's perfect. You can see when games come out. New songs come out, new albums come out for music. So these are great niches to get into. So, I mean, overall, be creative. I mean, there's lots of different ways that you can find, hot or future products. Okay, you can go to trade shows and find stuff. You can go, you can sign up for companies' press releases, and they'll give you insights on new products that they're doing. I mean, there's literally hundreds or thousands of ways to find new products that are entering the market. Okay, these are just a few that I use that have been successful for me. But just kind of be on the lookout and have a pad and pen ready and write these down, and then go back and see and start doing more research on the market to see if it's a good niche that you can get into. Now, I want to talk about risk versus reward. So now the risk here with doing this type of niche marketing is that sometimes the products can flop. Okay, maybe there's a lot of hype around a product, but it just falls flat. It didn't meet its expectations, and people just don't buy it. Okay. Also, another risk could be that the product becomes really popular. Okay, where there's like the iPad. Okay, the iPad, a lot of people were talking about it, and then just obviously blew all of its competition out of the water. There was tons of affiliates marketing it, and then that kind of is going to hurt you because there's probably going to be some affiliates that have huge budgets that can create massive amounts of content, create huge review sites, build lots of backlinks, which will probably get above you. So sometimes it can be the complete opposite, where the product becomes so crazy popular that you just have no chance. Even if you're the first one to move on it, there's just going to be other websites that are going to want to capitalize on it. So it's good to try to find that product that becomes popular but not too popular. Okay. Also, maybe there's a new version that gets released for the product. So just like the iPad 1, 2, and 3 example, there's pros and cons to that. The pros are that when that model gets released, you're there to capitalize on that traffic. But then once that new model comes out, the previous model, that search volume starts to die off, and people are looking for the newer models. So it may only be temporary income, depending on how many versions they release, how soon they release those versions. Okay. Now the reward is that you can cash in on huge paydays. Okay, if you're there and you pick the right product, the right niche, there's a lot of demand for it, and you're there before any other affiliates, you can cash in and you can make a lot of money in a short amount of time. Okay, it's also long-term passive income. If you pick a product that is a quality product and it stays around for a while in the marketplace, it can make you money for years to come. Okay, and then also the greatest thing, or the most appealing aspect of this, is that you can set and forget these sites. You know, they're really easy to build. It's not this thing where you need to create content for 2 years and then you can start making money off it. You know, these are small niche sites focused around a specific product or a really hyper targeted niche, and you can easily build these sites and then you can forget it, and they're going to be making you passive income, as you move forward. Okay. So hopefully you will make sure you check out those sites for finding hot products. But again, keep your mind open. Try to come up with new, innovative ways to, be the first person to find out when these new products are coming out, and then you can take action on it. All right. I'll see you guys in the next video.